speaking of the shutdown, starting in just a few hours, flight cancellations are set to ripple across the country. Here is what you need to know. PDX is among 40 airports where airlines have been required by the FAA to cut back flights. Those cuts will be phased in, starting with a 4% reduction in flights Friday and ramping up to 10% within a week. Now, all commercial airlines will be affected, though international flights will not be impacted. The Transportation Secretary says this is about keeping people safe as air traffic controllers are pushed to work without pay and amidst ongoing staffing shortages. Let's get right to Alma McCarty live at PDX. So Alma, how are things looking right now?
Yeah, David, so far out of Portland, 6 arriving flights and 6 departing flights have been canceled tomorrow, with these airlines really trying to zero in on the higher frequency flights in order to have as little disruption as possible. Thursday at PDX, travelers moved smoothly through TSA lines, many arriving at gates with on-time departures.
Getting out of Atlanta was not a problem at all.
But for some, problems could soon be approaching as the FAA makes air traffic cuts beginning Friday.
You know, I'm flying out and I'm like, am I going to get canceled? And I'm not going to have a way back to my family.
It's really frustrating. It feels like it's not necessary either. Like we could solve this pretty easily and get back to normal.
Federal transportation leaders are requiring all airlines to issue full refunds for canceled flights. International flights won't be impacted, and it will be up to carriers to decide which flights are canceled while the shutdown continues.
I hope the shutdown ends soon.
In the meantime, however, carriers across the country are working to keep customers updated. Alaska explains that if your flight is canceled, they'll communicate with you directly about rebooking or getting a refund. The airline says most of the cancellations are on routes with more daily flights, like to Seattle or to Boise. United says they're doing the same, using technology to look at each airport to find the flights that could be canceled with the least possible disruption to customers. Thursday night, Delta reports all cancellations for Friday and Saturday have been completed, meaning if your flight's impacted, you already know. And Southwest announced even if your flight isn't one of those impacted, you can adjust travel plans at no cost or get your money back through next Wednesday. And that flexibility really sounds like the name of the game right now, with every airline really telling travelers over the next week to be sure and check your flight status periodically. David, back to you.
Yeah, it sounds like we're going to be in it for the long haul.